Some of you big shinio. I didn't the binding that would you mention it, Mark. There it is. There it is right there. That's all you need to know for the entire year of 23. When a motherfucker talks backwards, that means he's trying to get into the conversation. You know, the conversation that you all have been hearing from all sides, both sides, all circles, every circle. The circle jerk, as some people would call it. No. What it really is a lot of people talking backwards. So I just thought I'd join the conversation and talk backwards a little bit. I Now, it might seem to you like I'm speaking a foreign language, but no, I'm just talking backwards. See? I fit in now, don't I? I tried to get Roy's attention by this Real Talk with Roy channel by, would you guys call that calling somebody out? Okay. Let's say I called him out. I wanted to have a live one-on-one with him. Well, he agreed to do it on Flex's Lounge. But then I haven't heard a word from him. So that tells me one thing. He's either afraid of me or, well, maybe it's the latter. Maybe he's just scared to fucking death of me. I understand. I understand completely. He's got a, as they call it, a brand. You got to worry about that brand. That big old brand he's got. I love that word brand here on YouTube, man. Don't fuck with my brand. Well, let's go there. Well, don't fuck with the brand then. Don't fuck with the brand. Well, to be honest with you, I didn't know you could fuck with a brand. Apparently, the brand is quite fragile for most of these fucking momos. Yes, I just did a fucking Flex quote. Calm and or the fuck down. Ain't nothing wrong with repeating somebody else said, as long as you give them credit for it, my opinion. I still think momo is a funny word. It's lighthearted, but it means just basically, in a good way, it's like, fuck you. Fuck you, Momo. Or, fuck you. You're a fucking Momo. Get it? I see where that came from. And that's just real Linda right there talking. I mean, I just get it. Well, Roy is nowhere to be found. He became a strange smell in the attic ever since I brought up doing a live with him for the end of 23. I can't say I blame him. I'm not even sure if it's going to work. Honest to God, I don't. I've never seen anybody as scared as Eli of their own shadow as Roy is. Speaking of Eli, he made a fucking video. Was it live? He made a live tonight? That live was some good shit. He talking about, we act like a bunch of high school kids. Here's the pitch of that for me. Eli's walking around looking over his shoulder because he's afraid all the bullies are going to whoop his ass. He's still in high school. But what makes it more funny is everything that he thinks he's winning at in high school, which is where he chose to participate. That's where he's at. He's in high school, according to him. He hasn't left the high school, folks. He's just telling everybody else that they're idiots, and he's the one that's got game. He's the coolest kid in high school, according to him. But then here comes Coach Rom. I'm like, Coach Rom's always had game. Can I say that I agreed with everything he said? No, not everything. But then again, who does? With that said, that's like a matter of respect. It's like, I'm not just here to go to somebody. It's like, no, I don't agree with everything he says. A lot of people know that about me. But when they make a good, solid point, I'm all about it. Coach Rom made a great, solid point, which we already knew, and I left a comment on his post about it. Yeah, everybody's getting more fucking views off of Eli's lives than Eli is. As a matter of fact, Eli can't do anything without the Nightbot. That's his best friend. That's a scary fucking scenario. If Nightbot and AZ Prod are your two best friends, that means you got one best friend. The other one, as you and your friends would call it, is a fucking, what is that, a cyber friend? That's like some sort of a fucking, what do they call that now? It's like a fantasy, I guess. It's a fantasy. It's like the cyber world comes to life and you believe it, Eli. I'll bet you're grateful that the fucking Nightbot pops off and makes it look like you're getting a comment from somebody. When that's artificial intelligence. Ah, there it is. Artificial intelligence is what runs Eli's channel. I really did a good job right there because I didn't even realize what I said till it popped out of my mouth. Because Eli is artificial intelligence. He does what he's told. By YouTube. He does what he's told. He doesn't ask forgiveness. He simply doesn't go there. He's like, I'm going to do as I'm told, and I will like it. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Everybody else has got a fucking opinion. All the opinions, they hurt his feelings. He becomes very sensitive to other people's feelings, which is why he blocks everybody. Everybody's a problem but Eli. I get it, except for the ones that agree with him. Got news for you, man. There's a shit ton of people in here that disagree with me. I ain't blocked one of them. Eli might say, well, that's because you're not getting paid. Ah, Eli, yes, example number one. You got it right for once if that's what you said. You win the fucking prize. I don't get paid. Therefore, I keep it fucking real. When was the last time you gave that a shot, Eli? Now, you got a whole fucking damn audience just full of people restreaming your lives. Why wouldn't you want to keep it real with them just for once to see if you could change their mind about you being a sellout to Google AdSense? About you being a sellout to the humanity? How many times do you have to be beaten over the fucking cyberhead with the fact that you are not getting anywhere? Fine. You're not going to do it? No problem. That's on you. It's not our channel. It's yours. In other words, it's not our problem. It's yours. You're going to keep on calling a bunch of grown-ass men, a bunch of high school kids, adolescents. What are you doing walking down that trail every goddamn day trying to tell everybody else what's wrong with them? That's not life coaching, dude. That's life bitching. You're a bitch. You're a lifetime bitch. You're not ever going to change the way you bitch. And you've been called out for it about 98% across the board. So that's what we do here. We call out bitches. Or people that lie, or people that manipulate. Just like you said about Glitchgate. You want to get those people out. Everybody should be shut down that's a liar, a manipulator, and a fraud. What about you, Eli? How many times have you created that same scenario with your channel over the past 6 years and apologized for it for the last 6 years? Dude, that's a lefty move. You can't just continue on the path that you're on and expect it to lead somewhere positive. I don't know what you're expecting. I sure hope it wasn't me coming and saying that you did something right. That is likely not going to be your Christmas present. What you have found out is that most people do not see it the way that you see it. You should just accept that. You want to be a coach? Learn from the people that you're trying to coach. When they tell you that you fucked up, maybe take that walk of fucked up. Learn something from it. You're here. You love YouTube, as you put it. This is your main playground. So why aren't you learning something from your audience when 99% of them tell you that you fucked up? Aren't you going to learn from your mistakes? Or are you too proud to admit that you made them? And what I mean by mistakes is not a word that you say, not some derogatory statement about a race or a sexual gender. No, I'm talking about the mistake that you made with your channel. The biggest mistake that I've seen in 2023 is what a man that is so proud to have AdSense in a production facility in his house and all the fucking silver spoons handed to him, he can't appreciate the fact that he has fucking shit on 99% of his audience. He can't appreciate the fact that all the people he's trying to educate aren't being educated. They're re-educating him on what not to do, and he won't take that advice. What kind of coach is that, man? Even coaches got to be taught. So take this from Coach Torp, Coach Eli. I just watched Coach Rom, and he made one of the biggest fucking statements I've seen in a while. When are you going to acknowledge the fact that all your views come from other channels that are just butchering the fuck out of your mentality? Destroying the little kid inside of you and trying to make you a man. When you pop off and become a man, we'll all see it. But right now, all you're doing is walking around in a tube top and little fucking booty shorts. It does not suit you on that Trill of Shame. You need to man up, man. Look, dude, it's not that you have to say that you're wrong. It's that you say, now I'm starting to see what I did that didn't work. Doesn't make you wrong, man. You don't have to say you're wrong. Oh, I'm wrong, everybody, so now like me. No, that's not what I'm saying. What did you do wrong? Your channel's suffering. You're suffering. Your personal life is suffering. Your financial life is great because you got a silver spoon. That's not credibility, dude. That's you trying to sell something. You should have been a car salesman. That's what you should have done. You could have been a car salesman. I've listened to you over the last year. You could have sold the fuck out of cars that don't run. And you would have ran and hid as soon as the person found out that you sold them a piece of shit. And you'd have been good at it because you know where the trails are and you know how to walk down them fast. I don't think anybody would have found you, even in the open bush. What I'm getting at here, Eli, what I'm getting at here, Roy, Real Talk with Roy, Eli, Coach Eli 2. What I'm getting at here is I'm about fucking fed up with these motherfuckers that act. You notice something about me, I don't act. I like to have fun, but I don't act. I believe there's a lot of channels on here that call those kind of people, that kind of content, they call them bad actors or fluffernutters. Eli, you have become one of the biggest fluffernutters of all time when it comes to content. I think that Real Talk with Roy just he's in second place because I think Eli's always going to have this. I don't know. You could try harder, Roy, to be the bigger fluffernutter than Eli is, but good luck. Eli is so bad at this. I don't know that you'll ever have to worry about taking the fucking trophy for first place of being a fluffernutter. Just the biggest pile of garbage of fucking content ever. You can't keep your story straight. You never could. Just like Eli, it's back and forth, whatever suits you for that day, trying to get people to believe that you're real. Why would I think you're real? You're more scared of your own shadow than Eli is. He's just more obvious about being scared about it. You try to hide the fact that you're scared of your shadow. Blocking people? The only two people I know in this community that block people like it's their fucking job? How do you figure that's going to create credibility in your audience when you block people because you don't like what they say? I don't think either one of you believe in the First Amendment. I know both of you should believe in the Second Amendment because you're probably going to need it. The way you walk around like that with your fucking heads up in the goddamn clouds, like you're better than other people. You might want to believe in the Second Amendment. That'd probably be a good idea for you. If you can't use self-defense verbally, you might have to use it hardware. I don't know. You guys shoot off about a lot of blocking and a lot of fucking putting people off their channel and flagging and all that. And it's like, dude, that is not a way to communicate. But that is a way to shut somebody up that has butt hurt your ass. You can flag, you can block, you can do all that goddamn shit that means nothing but one thing. You literally don't get along with people. That's what it means. You don't get along with anybody. The few people that actually come up here and chime in with you, they owe you something. That's the way I see it. They just owe you something. You must have subbed or something. There's no way anybody could buy either Eli or Real Talk with Roy and actually take it to heart. Take what to heart? I'm Italian, man. When I get into an argument with somebody, that shit's on like Donkey Kong. I enjoy the banter. Hell, I might even learn something about myself, and I'm down with that. I'll fucking tell them. I was like, I never even thought about that. That shit fucked me up, but I'm good with what you said. I ain't perfect. I'll fuck it up. I do fuck it up once in a while, but hey, so the fuck and or what? That's an Eli problem. That is a Real Talk with Roy problem. They can't admit when they fuck up. They can't admit that they're acting too righteous for the rest of the community. Shit gets on my last fucking nerve. That's why I point it out. You gonna come up on this bitch and tell everybody else what's wrong with them? And the best we're going to get back from you is, hey, well, I know I fuck up too, and I'm sorry if I offended somebody. That's where we're different. I don't give a fuck who I offend. It is not my job to make sure everybody here sleeps well at night. I could give a fuck who's offended. If I get something wrong, yeah, man, I'll rebut that shit if it's actually wrong, but offending you is not my problem. I'm not holding your hand through life. If you came up here on YouTube not to be offended, you're the one that fucked up from the A. I'm Z. I'm the end of the fucking rainbow. I'm just going to let you know that. If you get offended on YouTube, if you think it's that real, if you're going to be that butthurt all the time, where you got to block people, where you got to fucking Say your mind to make it make sense to the one follower or two followers that you do have. You're the one that's explaining yourself. You're the one that's fucking saying I'm sorry without saying I'm sorry. It's just a bunch of fucking mumbo jumbo. It's monkey spunk in its finest form. A monkey jacks off, he blows a nut. That's Roy, that's Eli. I'm here to clean up the fucking mess. And thanks a lot, guys. My fucking towels are all wet. I've been doing this all goddamn year. I'd like to take a fucking break. If either one of you could just man up and actually say something real for once, we'd all appreciate it. And me, I'd like to get my laundry done. I'm tired of wiping up your all's monkey spunk that pumps out of your goddamn mouths. It's ridiculous in its best day. Well, on that note, I hope you guys have a great Christmas, because I know neither one of these motherfuckers with all their blocking and all their fucking shunning, I know neither one of them's gonna fucking admit that they heard this, and if they did heard this, they're just gonna say, oh, he's still in high school. It's like, yeah, motherfucker, I'm the one that bullied you out of the fucking smoking room, because you telling on every motherfucker that smoked a cigarette. Meanwhile, those motherfuckers took the next 30 years and became best friends. You don't know nothing about that, do you? It don't matter if it's a cigarette, if it's an idea, if it's a car they worked on together. Eli and Roy. And Roy, I still ain't happy with you about that military remark, man. You know nothing about the fucking military. You said it in that fucking video. Doesn't sit well with me. Doesn't make you wrong. I just didn't like it. I know a little bit more about the military, man. You made it sound like a joke, like they was lying to us and shit. No, hell no, dude. Every day you get to breathe that cigarette smoke in and say your stupid fucking shit. That's because of a military person that fucking fought for this country, likely died for it. That way you get to keep on spewing that bullshit. You can't thank one of them? Go fuck yourself, Roy. That's some bullshit. You should have retracted that, man. Don't ever say nothing bad about the military, dude. If you don't like it, just fucking ignore it, but don't say nothing bad about them. They're not liars. That's a hard fucking business to defend this country, especially when this country's full of shitheads like you that don't fucking respect the fact that men lost their fucking arms, their fucking lives, their fucking legs, lost their fucking wives, lost their fucking kids, and all you can do is say the military, no, that's bullshit, they're fucking liars. No, Roy, you're the fucking liar. You're the fucking liar. You know better than to say shit like that, dude, you anti-American little prick. Merry Christmas, motherfucker. Santa Claus has got some coal for you. Watch your stockings. Did you get that, Roy? I just talked backward. Maybe now you can get it. You backward walking motherfucker. Meet fucking Eli on the trail. You guys are going to make some great backward walking babies. Oh, yeah. Torp out.